It looks like over the next several days, people have a chance to get back out in the garden because this is the time of year when people get really ambitious, Jackie, and they plant all the vegetables and all the flowers, and then a couple of days later, they're weeding them and they're watering them, and they're just trying to see what they can do to get all the fruits of their labor to just blossom in front of their very eyes so they can reap the rewards. And, you know, this is a good deal. This is a pretty big deal. But maybe people don't have a big yard to have, you know, to plant a bunch of different things. Maybe they live in an apartment. You know, maybe they just can't get around because this is, I'm not sure you realize this, gardening is America's #1 pastime. Do you realize that?
Really?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And you have some advice for people that still want to get back into the garden a little bit, don't you?
I definitely do. You know, we do want to grow our own produce sometimes and have that experience. But like you said, if you don't have space or you don't have time or you feel like me, you don't really have a green thumb, one of the easiest things in the world to grow are herbs. And so I brought along some herbs today to share with you. And there's a couple reasons for that, because we also talk about budget-mindedness. That when you spend a lot of money at the store. So for example, if you buy a package of herbs, this is at least $3.
That's on sale.
Exactly. So and off season it's a little bit more if you can find it. But if you grow your own, you've got it made. So some easy herbs to grow.
Yeah,
and
Jackie's used to growing her own.
But I like when you're given an option, because there's quite a few out there. What are ones that I would typically use to season my meals, and what are going to be the easy ones?
That's what I
need to know.
I just brought
good question.
4 that are really easy that I consider basics, and there's a whole bunch of them. And branch out, because nothing. So what? You're not out that much if they go to seed or if they don't work for you. If you buy a plant like this, you can expect to pay between $3 and $4.
Oh, that's it? Where would you find something like that, for example?
You can buy them. It depends. I like to buy organic ones or some that have been grown chemical free. So I would go to a natural food store. Will often carry them.
Oh, really?
Sometimes some of the garden shops. I personally specify that I would like them organic starters. You can also start seed. It's a little late to be starting seeds.
Yeah, I think just call Chuck Rennis.
I was going to say, I've talked to him and he's like a little too late. But yeah, if you start them out this way.
Yes, then you're in a great place. So go to the store, get some of these. This is rosemary, and I've actually brought you something that's got rosemary in it, and it's in your glass. So
now
if you
this rosemary looks different than the rosemary that's in the plant. Is that because it's been out for a while, or why does it look a little more brown?
Actually, this is the rosemary that I used in your juice, and this you're correct. It does look different. And the difference is that that's the spent rosemary. To make this lemonade, I added hot water to the rosemary, let it sit for 10 minutes, took it out, added lemon juice.
Okay, so this one here is
spent.
Has been boiled.
This actually, you know, if the flavors are gone, then.
Correct.
Okay.
There's still some aroma, but I put it in there just simply to be a garnish. I'm not expecting you to eat it.
Yeah, I just tried it.
So say that again. You boiled this with hot water.
I put boiling water over the top of it. And just let it sit for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Then I stir in some honey. Then I add lemon juice and more water and put it in the fridge, and that's it. So it was that fast.
So it's rosemary lemonade.
So no added sugars.
No, just honey.
Honey.
Honey's the sweetener. And you can make it as sweet or as tart as you want. That's the beauty of it. Way less expensive than buying packaged lemonade. And you can
It just has a very unique flavor to it.
It's so good.
And you can tailor it however you want. If you want more of a rosemary flavor, infuse the rosemary in the hot water longer. More honey makes it sweeter. You get the idea.
That's ridiculous. It's so good. About how much honey did you use if you were doing a pitcher?
If I'm doing a half gallon, I used about a half cup of honey.
Okay.
A little under a half cup.
Good to keep in mind.
All right.
Yep.
That's very good.
Good.
And very unique.
Cool. So rosemary is one really wonderful one. Another one is mint. And mint is really easy to grow. In fact,
which mint is this in particular?
This one in your salad is spearmint.
Spearmint, okay.
Spearmint.
So this is really easy to grow. In fact, sometimes people say it's too easy to grow because it will take over your garden. It's a very invasive plant.
Okay.
So when you grow mint, you're going to want to either segregate it from other things so it doesn't take over, or grow it in a pot. Remember, catnip is a member of the mint family, and so Lotus, my kitty cat, I grow him catnip right next to the mint, and he's in hog heaven. I take him out there and he rolls around, and it's a lot of fun entertainment for me. Another fun one is basil. Often used in Italian cooking and also used in Mexican cooking. Each of these that I'm about to show you, this was in your drink, these are in the salad that you're going to be trying here in just a second. And then the last one is cilantro.
Which is awesome.
It's awesome,
Yeah,
yes.
we were talking about this earlier. Now, tell everybody what you told me earlier about cilantro, because there's some people that love cilantro and other people that can't stand it.
Oh, I love it.
Cilantro is one of those things that they say that you have a gene that you either like it or you don't.
Really?
Because some people hate it, and they say that it tastes like dish soap. And so, like, they don't like it. So, yeah, I've heard that that's the case. And so I personally like cilantro. I didn't use a lot of any of the herbs in your salad, but here's what you're going to be trying.
Okay.
You've got shredded cabbage, which these things are all, we're in season now. So I've made you not only a tasty and nutritious dish, but one that's economical. We've got carrots, zucchini, cabbage, and then each of the herbs. And in addition to that, I put in some chopped chives. So the 3 herbs and chives.
Yeah, which are very abundant now.
Yes, they are, and they're great. So, and I garnished it with peanuts.
Now, if you're using the herbs that you brought in today, is it just the leaves? I know with the rosemary, it's like kind of the whole stalk there, but what about the other herbs?
With
you
the
just
other
take
ones,
off,
I remove the leaves and then I finely mince them.
finely mince them. Okay.
This you could have this for lunch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You really could.
I'm
That's
going
how good
to.
this is. That is really tasty, and
Yeah.
it's got all the flavors that just jump out at you as soon as you put it in your mouth.
Yep, and so it's fresh, it's easy
I
to
was gonna say
make.
there's nothing better than fresh.
Right.
And I don't care if you buy it in the store and you're eating healthy. There's nothing better than just plucking it out of your garden and putting it together.
And this time of year, it will never be less expensive than it is between now and the end of the summer because of the cost. One, you're going to be growing these in your own garden, or two, if you buy them at farmer's market or whatever, the price has gone down on the herbs. The herbs are the most expensive part. Think about it. I use 4 herbs. If each is $4 a package, that's $16 in herbs in your salad if I'm doing this in the winter. So don't do it in the winter.
Exactly. But that is great. Now, have you been to farmer's market yet?
I've been to farmer's
Okay.
market. Oh, you betcha. Last weekend was great because it was cold, so some of the people stayed away, and I'm.
You want to get the
I want
good
a power
stuff right
shop.
away. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, now,
exactly.
people want to get the recipe for this or the recipe for this awesome rosemary lemonade.
They would contact me. Just drop me an email at info@fork-road or visit my website fork-road.com, and you can reach me there through email. I don't post all of the recipes that I do because obviously we do hundreds of them here on the show, but I'd be happy to hook you up.
And is So What the Fork still going on?
So What the Fork is still going on, and next week we'll talk about the wrap up of it because I'm doing an encore for it.
Wonderful.
It's
Beautiful.
awesome. Like I said, I have over 5,000 people. We're nearing up to 6.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Great job as
Thank
always.
you so
Well, we're going to
much.
finish eating this. You can watch these commercials. We'll be right back. This is CW Iowa Live in West Des Moines.
Cheers.